Welcome to Real Vision. My name is Santiago Velez, co-founder and R&D lead at Block Digital. I'm very excited today to bring to you Mr. Marcello Mari, the CEO of Singularity DAO. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Santiago. It's a pleasure to be here. And thank you for the Italian accent over my name. I really appreciate that.
So today I'd like to talk about all things DAOs, artificial intelligence, trading, the very exciting things that I think that you guys are up to. But before we go down that path, I'd love to learn a little bit about yourself and how you got kind of brought into this space and led you to Singularity DAO.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the question. So, unlike many tech entrepreneurs, I've not always been in technology. So my first business actually was owning a bar on the beach in Italy, in a small town where I come from in the Northeast. And I did that for about 5 years. It was a lot of fun, but then I decided to use the money that I made with that experience to go to study university. I spent a couple of years studying in the US, and on my way back, I got a job in a tech startup in London without knowing much what a tech startup was, but eventually had all the characteristics of a tech startup, meaning a smelly office with no windows, basically. And I did that for about 3 years, and then working for an accelerator. But then I pursued a career in journalism, mostly failing. It's very difficult to pay the bills being a freelance journalist, but at least it gave me glory, right? Because I was writing for TechCrunch, for Wired and The Guardian. And other than glory, it was also giving me free access to a lot of networking events. And in one of those networking events, I met Simone, another fellow Italian, who was one of the 3 founders of Singularity Net. And that was 2017. So I didn't know much about crypto back then. I only written an article about Bitcoin, trying to get my head around blockchain and stuff. But then the really fascinating things that drew me into Singularity Net was the fact that it was founded by Ben Goertzel, who is an AI genius and the father of the concept of AGI, which stands for Artificial General Intelligence, which is and as opposed as narrow intelligence, it's an artificial intelligence that it can multitask. It's good at multiple tasks rather than just one. And David Hanson, who is the maker and the artist, the roboticist behind Sophia, the humanoid robot, which is a worldwide celebrity. So given the pool of geniuses, I was at the beginning reluctant to join the crypto space in 2017, but then Simone insisted, and I decided to join as head of communications. And then I did that for about 5 years, stayed in Singularity Net through the good and the bad times, bear markets and bull markets. And then in December 2020, actually in the summer of 2020, DeFi was booming, Bitcoin was on the rise again. Token sale were popular again. So with Ben Goertzel, we were thinking, what value could we add as a company to the DeFi ecosystem? And we came out with the idea of Singularity DAO. And then 3 months later, Ben knighted me CEO of Singularity DAO, which is an honor and a pleasure. And that's what I'm still doing up to these days.
So for our audience that may not be familiar with Singularity Net, and now Singularity DAO as a subset of that, can you talk a little bit about what Singularity's Net vision was, their mission, and now how does that relate to Singularity DAO?
Yeah, absolutely. So as I said, the grand vision of Ben Goertzel and his life, his career goal and life goal is to create AGI. So an artificial intelligence that is good at multiple tasks rather than just narrow AI. So he worked on different AGI technologies in the past with different level of success. But then it's when he saw blockchain coming up that he had the intuition that in order to have an AGI that can actually be for the people and can actually work, it needed to be decentralized. So if you look at the space right now, so you have few players trying to build AGI, namely DeepMind owned by Google, OpenAI owned by Microsoft, and then Alibaba and Facebook in a certain aspect, right? So do we really want artificial general intelligence to be developed by big Silicon Valley corporations? Do we want Amazon to own the most important technology of all time? Or do we want it to be decentralized and owned by the people? So that's what SingularityNet was about creating a layer of technology on top of the Ethereum blockchain at the beginning and Cardano now, that can coordinate actions of different artificial intelligence algorithm that can collaborate with each other, review each other, rank each other in order to deliver certain services. And that would have been what it constitute the initial fabric of AGI. And then the core product of SingularityNet is a platform that allows anybody to use artificial intelligence off the shelf. So you can go on the SingularityNet platform, check out a service, use that service, and that service might or might not use different AI agents that can work with each other. Unfortunately, in 2017 and throughout most of 2018 and 2019, the only blockchain technology available was Ethereum, which was extremely slow and expensive. So in 2020, SingularityNet met with Cardano. So Ben met with Charles Hoskinson basically, and they decided to form a partnership. So SingularityNet is now porting the platform onto Cardano to make it way faster, way cheaper, and way more scalable. And together with Cardano, they're doing a bunch of initiatives, including building a bridge between the Ethereum blockchain and the Cardano blockchain, including launching the SingularityNet token on the Cardano blockchain and other really cool stuff. So SingularityNet is also working at the world first AI domain-specific language, which is going to be revolutionary, and we have considerable resources working on that. So that is in a nutshell what SingularityNet is doing. And Singularity DAO.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, let's hear about Singularity DAO, because this is a subset of the big story.
Yeah, correct. It's basically a subset. That's true. So I was talking about this platform, which is already really cool as a concept, but the issue there was being a two-sided market. What do you build first, right? It's like Uber. Do you hire more drivers or you get more users? It's a chicken and egg situation. So you need to see the demand first. You need to see the offer first. And this offer should have come internally. So we started to build a few algorithms internally, but then we saw that the adoption was still low. So eventually we decided to build companies within SingularityNet that would have then launched a spin-off. So SingularityNet inside has a team working on a medical AI play that would support longevity medical research, which is headed by Debbie Duong, which is a multiple PhD AI researcher. She was the first woman working at AI simulation models for the Pentagon, and she has a team working on this specific technology. We have a team working on a decentralized media platform. We have a team working on a decentralized computing platform, sort of decentralized hardware. And then we have a team working on a metaverse around the character of Sophia, the humanoid robot. But the first of the spin-off that actually launched and went to market is Singularity DAO, which is the DeFi play of SingularityNet. So we're really trying to combine decentralized artificial intelligence with the world of decentralized finance. So what does that mean? So we have so the mission there is to democratize access to sophisticated hedge fund trading tools. So we know that hedge funds, they have this technology. They use artificial intelligence at different levels in order to maximize their alpha. However, these tools are not accessible to anybody, to the masses. So what we're doing, we built decentralized digital asset manager that we call Dynasets, right? And we launched 3 of these Dynasets containing major cryptos. So we have one containing Bitcoin and stablecoin, one containing Ethereum and stablecoin, and one containing Singularity Net ecosystem tokens and stablecoins. So these are in beta. So they're very, very basic at the moment. And they're managed by a trading desk. So traders that come from the city of London, they have been trading commodities for all their life, supported by, right now, basic artificial intelligence. So we are building more and more tools for these traders. And we are also empowering them with superior technology. So currently, the product is in beta. We have 3 funds with 1 million asset under management each. We are going to open up these funds to everybody very soon. But then the really cool innovation comes when we're going to enable our traders to apply leverage and to short the market in order to benefit from market crash. So we are going to become the ultimate solution to protect your crypto from market crashes and from the bear market. And we know that happens fairly frequently. And then on top of that, we're building really cool AI tools.
I hope you enjoyed this clip and will decide to join us for the rest of the interview, among many others, on realvision.com/crypto. The crypto channel is 100% free. You just have to sign up. Look forward to seeing you there.